First, my name's Tay Sky. I'm one of the High Command for EMS.
Nice meeting you.
Dimitri, do you want to?
I'm
Nice meeting
Dimitri.
both of
I'm
you.
the lead FTO. I'll take care of the training and making sure that training is on point, making sure that you have an adaptable training process, and making sure that if you have any questions, they will be answered.
Thank you.
Okay.
Citizen, new to the city, not so long ago, about a month or two now.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
All right. What did you say your name was? Sorry.
Bobby Bird.
Is that Bobby?
Yes, correct.
Okay. How old are you, Bobby?
I am 23.
Uh, how long have you been in city again?
2 months, roughly, I believe.
Have you had any other jobs, and what were they?
I do currently. I also work at the phone. Oh my God, what's
Digital Dan.
Digital Den? But I'm trying to remember what number. Um, 745. I work at the Digital Den 745.
Okay. Do you have any experience being EMS, be it in another city or in head?
No, this would be my first time.
Why would you like to be EMS?
It just gives a better RP experience, and I would want to be able to give them maybe an experience they're like, oh, this person's cool. Maybe do stick in the city for, I don't know, having a conversation with them when most people just kind of try to take your stuff.
Okay. Um, what's one of your weaknesses?
Um, Honestly, communication. I like doing a lot of things solo. I don't know why. I just don't relay information out too often. I work on it, but it's what my weakness.
How would you improve on that?
Of course, having a notebook next to me to write down any information that happens during work or during on the job. And whenever I hear information, also writing it down if it's known to be picked up from any other EMS. So we're not double running it.
Okay. What about any strengths that you might have? How would those be useful in the EMS environment?
I honestly have sleep insomnia. I prefer working rather than anything. I'm, if I don't have anything else to do, I'll be EMS all day long.
Okay. What could you bring to the EMS team?
Possibly just a lot of work hours, honestly. I would possibly be able to just bring a lot of work hours from my end.
Alright. So we do share a radio with PD. How would how do you deal with a lot of people talking at the same time?
As long as it's not too loud, I can totally hear everything clearly. I'll understand who's taking what calls. I don't really get too confused. I've always been in a big group of a chat before, and I've always been able to relay information from A person to B person without having another person miscommunicate between us.
Okay. Dimitri, do you want to give a scenario question about an active scene?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you say that one more time?
Do you want to give a scenario about an active scene?
So we have one scenario can be, for example, we have usually in city we have a lot of criminals, and criminals like to shoot at each other. So we have something called turfs, and when EMS is gonna pick up people that's done in that turf, we have to wait to a specific time and stage from a specific standpoint. Um, how would you go forward, making sure the area was clear?
Either by, if nobody's on scene, staying inside of the vehicle and calling PD to come down to clear the scene and waiting for them to verify whenever I can come down. And if they're not available, then I'll probably have to just take other active calls rather than an active shooting and then come back until it's finished.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Do you want to provide another scenario question about a civ and PD, Dimitri?
About specifically, you said,
Just like
I heard.
there's like a civilian down in PD as at the scene calling for us.
So we do have often PD calling for making sure that civilians get up, and by doing that, the police call us over, and to make sure that we are safe, the police make sure the area is clear. So we always wait for the police to give us a go ahead before we can pick up patients, but we do not pick up patients before the police say it's okay, and we do have it as a legal separate that we can't delay medical care. So if a police officer say to you that you can't relay medical information or treatment, how would you respond?
I would I would ask if they're under if they're under arrest at the current moment, because I believe that's the only way they're allowed to deny service for a patient, and otherwise I would have to provide the service.
Right.
Okay. Um, so really, we can't delay medical care at all. No one can tell you to delay medical care. Even if they are in arrest, they still have to get their medical care. Um,
Ah, okay.
Another question I like to ask: what would you do if a higher rank comes talks to you about you doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, but they're being rude and disrespectful about it? What would you do in that type of situation?
I would have to check with another person because I could have possibly overstepped the line that the person didn't like, the higher uppy, and I completely understand that with me being new, and I don't want to upset anybody, but I would definitely prefer a second eye opinion on it before just me also saying, "Oh, this person exploded on me for no reason." Because what if I did something that was too drastic or out of law or something?
Okay. And then, how many hours a week do you think you can do?
Probably about 10, 15, 20.
Okay. So, in order to keep your job, the minimum requirement is 5 hours per week. In order to get a promotion, it's best to do 10 hours a week.
Perfect.
But I believe that's it. Do you have any questions for us?
Nope, not at the moment. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
I'll send this to my high command, and then we will get back with you with an answer.